DWN Productions, masks, busts, props, custom work. If you want something custom made like a mask, bust, or prop, hit me up. Fast custom shirts, hundreds and hundreds of t-shirt designs. If you're listening to this, there's going to be a lot that you're going to want to see over there. So head on over to fastcustomshirts.com and custom shirts. It's in there. All right, let's get into this fucking weird pervert shit that fucking somehow I've seen before.
Yes, we continue the films of the prolific Bill Milling. I always feel like I'm saying his name wrong. It just sounds weird, and it's like when you spell it, it's like it should sound different than it looks or something.
Yeah, I always want to say Bill Millings like I'm a fucking 1960s black lady or some shit.
Yeah, like I want to say Bill Milling or something.
Bill Millings, Lee.
Yeah. Anyway, this time he's more on familiar ground with this film Caged Fury. Now this is Caged Fury from what, 1990? There's maybe 4 movies out there named Caged Fury. This one is the Bill Milling film. And this is about a young girl that's about to go to Hollywood. She's going to leave the farm in Utah. Her sister's already been to Hollywood, so her sister should know what's up out there, give her a little advice on what to do, what not to do, but she doesn't. She's more concerned with her dad, played by Michael Parks, who, goddamn, is this guy torn up about his daughter leaving to the big city, and he's just got like he's holding back tears as much as he can, but he does let go of a few of them. God damn, is it heart wrenching to see Michael Parks deal with that emotion.
You see this shit, you're just like, fuck yeah, all right, Michael Parks is in the movie. This dude shit has sucked dick so far, but hell yeah, Michael Parks is in it. I mean, he's in a few scenes, mainly just talking on the fucking phone, but he's in it. Sure.
He's awful. He cracked me up with his fucking crying. Anyway, she goes and she picks up some girl that was about to be raped by by a guy she caught a ride with. I guess she was hitching somewhere. And so she says, "Well, let's go to LA. I got a friend there. I'll introduce you to him." They get there, and he's a photographer. He photographs ladies, in his loft that he has a car in or something, so they can lay on the car naked and shit like that. And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'll set you guys up with an audition. I'm Italian. I know people in this city, and he's Italian. Uh, so they go out to a nightclub. Hey, let's go party a little, and it just happens to be a nightclub that some rapist biker gang hangs out with. Uh, she goes out to the back, and they're about to rape her. And luckily for her, Eric Estrada and his curly-haired karate buddy are there. So they kick the whole fucking bar's ass. Everybody in that goddamn bar, they kick their ass while a shitty glam punk band plays the entire time.
Fucking purple haired fucking assholes.
Yeah, so it's action packed. Action packed. Anyway, the next.
Fucking Mexican American karate guy knocked the shit out of fucking everybody. Erica Estrada's just fucking kind of turning, making sure his wig doesn't fucking fall off, while fucking Karate Man's just slapping the shit out of these whores left and right.
The next day they go to the audition, and it's some fucking old Italian man, just, hey, I'm Cardabucci or whatever.
And it should be said that these people treated the guy who brought him there like a fucking idiot. Like this guy was just a fucking loser piece of shit.
And but he brought him there. He's like, all right, let's practice, do your scene, act like you're gonna seduce me. And It's like, hey, she calls cut, after she's trying to do an acting job, you
Well,
know.
she say, "Oh, come on, baby. Let me get this job. I'll do anything," and starts unbuttoning the laundry and shit. So, it's I don't, dude. Sorry, I just don't give a fuck this week. I'm trying to talk like I give a good goddamn about any of this fucking shit, and I just don't. But I'm sorry. I'll shut my fucking cocksucker and let you continue.
So, they cause a big scene. Hey, this is some bullshit, blah blah blah, and they start, attacking the director gets in there. So the cops show up and they take him to court. And the court says, "Hey, well, you're going to fuck prison for up to 2 years, no less than 3 months." And they take him to this prison where the women wear lingerie, and there's a BDSM warden there that just so happens to be the judge that they saw. You see, Tom, this is not a real prison. This is a prison where they're going to discipline them and teach them to be good girls for whoever buys them on the sex slave market. So yeah, there's a lot of nudity from this point forward. There's a lot of disparaging things. There's women fighting amongst themselves. There's some backstabbing, and you think, hey, this is where the movie's gonna go, but no, we got Eric Estrada and Karate Guy that are on the trail. How can we do this? Well, the sister came into town, and she goes, hey, you know what? I'll go undercover. I'll go where she auditioned and find out what happened. So this dumb bitch who's already been in L.A., she gets thrown in the same thing. She's doesn't know what's going on, but yeah, they're now in the prison together in the white sex slave prison, and yeah, from there it's like, hey, how are we gonna get out of here? Well, you'd think that Eric Estrada and Karate Guy are gonna be uh, teaming up and going there and just busting ass, but Eric Estrada gets shot. He gets shot and he's out of the picture. So it's up to Karate Guy, man. And he goes in there and he just starts beating the fuck out of everybody. But he gets knocked down too. So you think, well, the girls are going to escape on their own. They're going to take over now. So he, gets out there and kicks some more ass, and they all escape to the Hong Kong theater. The famous Man Theater. I think that's what it's called. Um, Yeah, this movie's great, Tom. If you like exploitation movies like I do, this is great. It's not, up there with Ilsa, which is probably the greatest I've ever seen, but this one has a lot of shit in it that's cool. James Hong is in there. Is that his name? Hong Wong, something like that. But he's funny as shit in his role. The guy that plays his cop partner is real funny. Um, it's got some gore effects, which I know you probably appreciated, Tom, because you're all about the gore effects. It's got a lot of porn stars in it, so just about everybody's gonna take their clothes off for a moment or two in this film, and they do. And it's got some surprisingly good theatrical martial arts going. This guy who I've never heard of, he's pretty damn good. Like his moves and shit are pretty impressive. I'm surprised. Well, he didn't have much in the looks department, so maybe I'm not surprised. But I could have definitely seen this guy as like a Van Damme villain or something. That kind of role, to where he would have still been a character actor. But he didn't do shit. I looked him up. He did like an episode of Airwolf, you know, and maybe two other things. So yeah, strange. I thought he had the action chops for sure. Eric Estrada sucks, but that also it makes it funny. I laughed a lot because there's a point where, oh shit, we're busted. All they're coming to arrest us. The jig is up, so they just go through and start blasting all the chicks in their cells. God damn, that was great. Uh, Paul Smith is in it. He plays a big fat guy, as he usually does. There's just a lot of like, I know that person. Hey, look there. This guy should have just been making movies like this, all along, and he would have. I don't know. They would have had him at Cinema Wasteland or someplace like that for sure.
It's for I mean, compared to the other two Bill Milling movies I've seen, this is a fucking masterpiece because it's actually fucking entertaining. But the women in peril movies, I they're just not for me. I I don't know.
Or you just don't like
Uh,
when you established that in the
no, I
past.
mean, if it was that, then I'd watch this movie just like, yeah, crack her in the fucking mouth. So I mean, that's the kind of shit that this is just like you're sitting there just like waiting for women to get hit. Okay, sweet. There's some good shit in it, like Gregory Scott Cummings. He's always good in everything, and he gets stabbed in the eye with a fucking fork. So that was sweet. Fucking Mexican karate guy's fucking awesome. Erica Estrada sucks. Like he's supposed to be like a leading man with like a love interest and shit, and you can't buy that at all. That's like fucking get out of here, dude. Even if I had $1, I wouldn't buy that fucking shit. So I mean it's good. It's a fun like it's not a fun exploitation movie, but there's some shit to fucking laugh at and have a good time with for sure. But yeah, these fucking broads are getting fucking smacked around and getting their cheeks busted and shit. So it's like I guess if you're into rape shit, check it out.
It's a movie, Tom. It's a movie.
Yeah, I know.
And it's all about women overcoming that adversity.
I
So
mean, it's kind of not because fucking Karate Man's doing fucking everything and they're just parading behind him. And
yeah,
when they do get let out, it's all like wacky music. It doesn't feel like, yeah, we've overcame. It just feels like silly shit. So this fucking Karate Man can walk with a bunch of broads behind him and shit. And then he gets on a motorcycle, gets absolutely no pussy after killing all these motherfuckers. And that's it.
yeah,
Oh,
that's
sweet.
great. I mean, this movie's just silly. It's fucking great. It's fun.
Oh, there's nothing fun, silly, Joe, about watching women get smacked around,
Or,
sir. Unless a clown's doing it.
hmm.
A wicked clown, you see.
uh, Age Fury. It is on Tubi. Give it a watch. Entertaining, very entertaining.
Boy, God.